Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I just wanted to take a moment and recap this week's forearm image analysis. This week's forearm image analysis asked you to critique two images, an AP and a lateral, and then you had two additional extra credit images that you could critique for 1 point each to add to your overall assignment grade. Overall, everyone did well. I just wanted to go over a few things. So let's take a look at this first AP image analysis. Many of you were able to identify that there was some external rotation in the humeral epicondyles. But a lot of you thought there was some internal rotation in the wrist. And unfortunately, this is not so. The reason why is because there is going to be a little bit of superimposition of the first, or the trapezium and the trapezoid in the AP forearm projection. But also take a look at your radial styloid process. It is in profile, so there is no rotation in this wrist. Now, if there was, you would see the first and second metacarpal and the carpals on that lateral side there with an increased superimposition of those carpals and metacarpals. If you refer back to the PowerPoint, you will be able to identify this more clearly. For the extra credit, you were tasked with identifying how to position the central ray and IR to obtain an optimal AP projection of the forearm. And so this is in a situation where the patient cannot move the part, but you're going to move and align the central ray and the IR. And how you're going to do that is you're going to align the central ray perpendicular to the epicondyles, okay? And then you're going to prop that IR up, make sure that those epicondyles are parallel with the IR, and that central ray is perpendicular to the IR. And that will get you the AP projection we're looking for. So now let's take a look at the lateral projection. Everyone was able to identify that we had some type of degree of rotation, which was internally due to the lack of the superimposition of the radius and ulna. And also that the epicondyles weren't and electronautic process wasn't in profile. So therefore, everybody was able to identify how to correct this except for one element. The shoulder for this projection was not in the same plane. So we needed to externally rotate that wrist, bring that arm to that 90-degree flexion that we like, and also make sure that the arm and the forearm and the humerus were in that same plane with the IR. So again, with this extra credit, we're looking to determine how we can adjust that central ray and that IR so we get that optimal lateral image. Okay, so with that being said, a lot of you discuss cross table imaging, which is perfectly fine. I find it a lot more comfortable for the patient. Sometimes you do end up taking two projections depending on where the fracture is, and you send both. So those are all correct answers. But you definitely have to, think critically and draw an imaginary line connecting where that distal radius and ulna would align, and then align that central ray to the part. And then your IR is going to be perpendicular, or the central ray is still going to be perpendicular to the IR from there. Before I leave you here, I just wanted to give you a few last reminders. Please log into your Trajexis and electronically sign your evaluations. Also, I am, collecting tech appreciation assignments. Just one of you from each clinical site need to submit me a little write-up on a tech that really profoundly impacted your clinical experience. And that is due on the 14th. You can just send it to me via email. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can contact me via email this week. Have a good week.